Gatekeeper Media is proud to bring you the 2019 Philadelphia Golf Open from East Fairmount Park in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I am Earthquake Jake, and this is a B-tier event sponsored by Innova Disc Golf, Innova Champion Discs, and also brought to you by Team Millennium Golf Discs. Today we're going to be bringing you second round coverage of the back 10 holes. We've got a stacked card for you today. Sit back and enjoy. First up, we've got Steve, the Disc Golf Minister Brinster. We've got Devin Fredericks of Hollywood Frederick, Kevin, the Honeymooner Gleason, Chris, the Villanova Wildcat Villa, as well as Jason, freeze-dried Kofer out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. First up on the first tee, we've got Devin. This is hole number 11, the Mini Blender, 262 feet, and it brings to mind the question, why are trees? Looks like we had a little tree trouble there off the first, but no problem. Second up, we've got Steve Brinster. Navigating the trees nicely. Sits down just outside the circle. No, probably inside the circle, about 25 feet. Next up, we're going to look at a little Kevin Gleason on the tee box. Beautiful little laser beam right up the middle. Right, looks like it's through the trees, in the circle as well, maybe 20 feet. Next up on the tee, Jason, freeze-dried Kofer. Here we go. Beautiful rip up the middle. Oh, little tree trouble. Should still be safe for a par. No problem. Last on the tree, Chris, the Villanova Wildcat Villa, ripping it up the middle. And looks like we're just maybe on the edge of the circle, probably about 25 feet or so. Here's the second shot for Devin. Devin going to try to navigate through these trees. Oh, an early tree hit and a savage kick into Never Never Land. Hopefully he'll still be able to get a shot for a par. We've got Devin up once again. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, we seem to have caught a little bit more Mother Nature on our way through. Jason Kofer, second shot. Beautiful little upshot. Probably about 12 feet for par. Devin Frederick, fourth shot. This is for bogey now already. And we're parked there. We'll be dropping that in for a double bogey. 262-foot hole, double bogey. That'll tell you the theme of the day. The Wildcat, oh, off the top of the chain. Unfortunate. Steve Brinster for birdie. Boom! Just about pushed it through the chains, but he'll take it and move on. Just a series of tap-ins now. In for his par. Here comes Chris. In for his par as well. You know, I think certainly the theme of the day today bears the question, why are trees? What else can I say? This entire course flanked by trees, left, right, overhead, on the ground, laying down, every direction you can go in. A little good shot of the Vandal there. There's a little recap of the front 10 holes. And Jason, freeze-dried Kofer, the only player to register the double bogue. Such a shame. All right, moving on to the 12th hole, 460-foot par 4, also known as the 27 Dream Crusher. First on the tee, we're going to have Steve Brinster. Steve should be able to lace this down there pretty well. He's got quite the laser beam. Beautiful hyzer shot. If he can make it around that curve, around the corner. Now it looks like it should be okay. Kevin Gleason, a little hyzer. You got to put it in play. You are out of the fairway here, then you're pretty much out of the picture. Jason Kofer, here we go. Ooh, little hyzer play as well, but I think he may have caught some early trees. We'll see how that works out. Chris Villa, the Wildcat. Oh, the low hyzer. Nice shot. I think he got a good little bit of Mother Nature help there, right on the edge of the rough. And Fredericks of Hollywood, here we go. With the hyzer around the corner and some tree trouble, but it looks like he should be okay. Here goes freeze-dried with his second shot. Not too bad a position. Ooh, got the early kick. And I think we're going to still have a couple hundred feet to go to the pin. Kevin Gleason with the overhander. Not bad. Got it back in the front. Ooh, brutal roll, though. We'll see how that works out. Devin Frederick. He is having a lot of time to spend with the trees there. Jason, ripping it up the middle. Just give that man a little room, and this is what he can do. Laced. About 10 feet. Beautiful shot. Chris Villa. The Anheuser. Ooh, looks like he's underneath the trees. That could be a little trouble, but we'll see how it goes. Steve Brinster with the standstill hyzer shot, and same story. Trees everywhere. Devin Frederick, though. Oh, he got a lift off the side, but he's falling in play. Not bad. Not bad. Gleason with his third shot, trying to throw the overhand. I think that may have been a forehand roller. I'm not quite sure, but whatever it was didn't look too effective. Chris from underneath the tree. Beautiful upshot. 12 feet for par. Steve Brinster, third shot. A little bit of a thrower, but not bad. Maybe on the edge of the circle. About 30 feet, I would say. Kevin Gleason giving it a good run on the edge of the circle. Devin, little flick shot. Nice touch. A little strong, but nice touch. Steve Brinster, the disc golf minister, catches a couple of chains, but not enough to bring it home. Such a shame. Kevin Gleason with a nice putt. Devin Frederick for the bogey. Knocked that in, no problem. It's going to be a tough day today. Mother Nature has her way with you out here on East Fairmont Park. Chris Villa. Boom, no problem. Nothing to it. Kid stuff, greasy kid stuff. Steve Brinster. You know he'll nail this. The disc golf minister. Ain't nothing to it. All right, then. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Looks like I may have almost forgot someone there for a second. But he's got the tap in. We're good to go. Moving on to hole number 13. First, let me give you a little information on Kevin Gleason. He's located out of Salisbury, Maryland. Been a player since 2001. Player rating of 997 with 37 career wins. Moving on to 13, 280-foot par 3, also known affectionately by 11 Extended. Not quite sure why. Cute name, though. First off on the box, we got Jason, freeze-dried Kofer. Here we go, baby. Let's lace it. Up the middle. Looking... Oh, one of those huge rocks in the middle of the fairway. Caught his disc. Chris Villa. Looks like he has pumped this up the middle. Beautiful shot. Oh, a little late tree hit, but that's fine. That's fine. Maybe 40, 45 feet for birdie. Steve Brinster. Also with the backhand. This has a nice line. If it gets over through that tree. There we go. Beautiful. About 8 feet for par. Great drive by the disc golf minister. Kevin the Honeymooner Gleason. Going to see if he can match that. Or maybe even do a little bit better. This looks beautiful. Oh, and a little tree hit once again. Not bad. Right on the edge of the circle. He can make that putt. Fredericks of Hollywood going to show you how it's done here. The backhand lace. A little bit of height is what you need to avoid that last tree, it looks like. He's got a good run. Oh, caught a late branch. Not bad, though. Not bad. Jason Kofer for the birdie. Late tree. You should be able to tap that in for par. Devin Frederick, also for birdie. Long run. Whew, great run. Thought it was going in. You can tap that in, no problem. Jason Kofer. A long putt. Bam! Nails it from about 35 feet or so. That a kid. Freeze-dried Kofer will pull that out and say, I'm going to move on. Here's the Wildcat. Just a little low. Caught the post. But you got to put the pizza in the oven, baby. Kevin Gleason from the edge of the circle. Bang, there it is. Nice birdie. KG slamming it home. Boom, now they're just a matter of tap-ins. For the par. And Steve for the beautiful birdie after that great drive. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Long delay there. We don't need to give you so much silence, but we had to wait for Chris, the Wildcat Villanova, to get up there and tap that in, which he did, no problem, of course. Moving on to 14, 360-foot par 4. That's right, 360-foot par 4. Very dangerous hole. When you get anywhere near the chain, it all drops off, as you can see, down to the water. It's all about putting the first shot in play. Steve with a beautiful shot, laced up the middle. I think that's going to work out just fine. Second on the box is Kevin Gleason. The Honeymooner Gleason, as they call him. There it goes. There it goes. Great line. Maybe a little short, but I think that'll play. Good disc. Freeze dried. With the backhand, he's ready to rip. A low laser. Ooh, with a big kick off the tree. I think he's safe, though. He's in play, and that's what you want here. Here comes the Villanova Wildcat. Ooh, that's the one. That's the line you want right there. Oh, caught a late tree, caught an early tree, excuse me, and he's going to have a little trouble. Fredericks of Hollywood with the gunshot up the middle. Holy goodness. That's a shot there. He should be able to possibly have a putt here for eagle. Some tree trouble. He'll be okay. Chris Villa with his second shot. Just laying it up. Not bad, but very, very much of a death putt. Kevin Gleason, second shot. Sliding it up there, getting the roll. Okay, okay. Nice shot. Jason Kofer. Third shot now. And that needs to sit down a little bit. That needs to sit down a little bit. I think he's all right. I don't think he rolled away. Steve Brinster trying to just safely put it up there and still catches a tree. Beautiful jump putt. Very dangerous. But it's okay. Sits down. Sits down for him. Very nice. Steve Brinster for the birdie. That shows you how delicate it is here. He's just laying that up. He's not even thinking about running it. Steve Villa. Chris Villa, excuse me. Ooh, and took a bounce and looks like it may have rolled a little on him. That's going to be tough. Where is Chris? Chris! Oh, there he is. He just threw something up in the air. But I don't know what happened there. Another shot. Here we go. All right, well, you can tap that in. But, yeah, I believe that's going to be for a double. Mr. Gleason. He says death putt. I don't see any death putt. All I see is a birdie. Beautiful. That's a great shot. Jason Kofer for the par. Oh. Off the top of the band. Got robbed. Mr. Frederick. Coming uphill. I think he got a little too careless there. There's Steve tapping. Everyone else going to tap in. What else can you say here? There is just nothing but Mother Nature, death putts, water, trees, shrubs, boulders. There's just about every kind of impediment around here on this course that you could find. Fantastic course. We're going to move on now. After this short player spotlight of Jason Freeze-Dried Kofer out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Current rating of 976, 2 career wins, $3,400 in career winnings. I think he's buying the beer after the round. Hole number 15, 310 feet, par 3. The Memorial Gardens is what the locals call it here. You've got to keep this underneath the branches, and it's pretty much a straight shot up the middle. Kevin Gleason got a little tree. We'll see how that works out. Here you go, Steve. Here goes Steve. I think Steve might have the line. Beautiful shot. 20 feet for birdie. Devin? That looks a little tight. Yeah, we caught a little early tree. Should be able to get that in for an easy birdie, easy par, though. Jason Kofer. Ooh, everybody's, not surprisingly, having trouble with the trees on this one. There goes Chris. Chris just hit a tree and went farther left than he went farther forward. And that might be the nicest thing I can say. Here's Devin with his second shot. Beautiful. He'll be able to tap that in for par. Chris, with his second shot as well, you can see how far away he is. Gave it a little bit of a run there. Probably 15 feet for par. Great shot. Jason, just trying to put it close. Let's sit down a little bit. Good shot. 10 feet for par. Beautiful. Here's Kevin for a long birdie. But he's got the putt at least. How about that one? How about that shot by Kevin Gleason from about 70 feet or so away? Big time birdie. Great shot. Let's run that back. Watch this thing. A little bit of disc action off this basket. We're gonna go bing, bang. How about that? Beautiful shot, and he pumps his fist as he should. Kevin, the honeymooner Gleason, showing us how it's done. Beautiful. Another Gatekeeper rewind. Steve for his birdie as well. Oh! Caught a couple of chains, but not enough to keep the bicycle running. Here's Chris. Good par. Everybody else will just come around for their tap-ins.
Well, I think it's cool that I'm throwing the Scorpius just for the simple fact that they produce them.
Greg
It's
Barsby.
That's very similar.
Jumping into the scene here for just a moment to
a really similar feel.
enlighten us on one of the new discs.
The original Destroyers. It's just not as overstable, I would say.
I don't have a lot of information to tell you here, so I'll just make it up as we go. This is the new Albalon 3 thrown by Greg.
Shooter, whether it be backhand or
averages
forehand.
about 700 feet if you throw it straight,
right off the bat.
but also good for putting. Very versatile disc made out of rubber and super glue. Moving on to 16th hole, 254 feet. The Island 18 is what they call it here. This is a very tight little hole, but very makeable. It's I think you would certainly categorize this as a gotta get, as Kevin just did. Beautiful shot by Mr. Gleason. Tap in birdie. Here goes Freeze Dried. Show us how it's done, buddy. Piped up the middle. Looks like a beautiful line. That's what I'm saying. Beautiful. Devin. Let's see if he can follow their lead. Looks like a putter. Beautiful. Right up the middle. 15, 18 feet for par. Steve with the standstill. Oh, this looks good. Oh, this looks really good. Boom! That just missed an ace run there. Woo! Great drive by Steve. And the Wildcat is going to see if he can just lay it in there nice and tight as well. Not bad. 15 feet for birdie. Everybody's in tight. Devin's the farthest away, and he's probably about 15 feet. Everyone else will go ahead and come up and knock these things in. Chris for the birdie as well. I think we might be heading towards a star frame, folks. Steve lining it up, looking it over. Very serious. Here we go. That's birdie number 3. Kevin the honeymooner. Blam, there's 4. One more, and as we know, this star frame, Gatekeeper Media will be donating $775,000 to the Pregnant Pit Bulls of America donation fund. If any of you else would like to donate as well, please go to pregnantpitbullsofamerica.org and just keep donating as much as you can, even if you go broke. What the hell? It's well worth it. Let's move on. You know what? We're want to talk for a second about how much we've been growing the sport with the Professional Disc Golf Association. 2017, we've got over 41,000 active members. Let's move on now. 17th, 480 foot. The 1 to 2 Safari hole. Probably one of the more treacherous holes on this course. You've got to keep your drive down. You've got to go underneath that low-hanging tree. You've got to navigate this corner with a little bit of an anhyzer. I think he's going to fade out a little earlier than he wanted there. But that looks good. That's okay. And a good roll. That's okay. Good shot. Jason freeze-dried. Ooh, I think we might have made some good friends with the tree there. Almost knocked it over. Luckily, that thing is still standing. Mr. Frederick, here we go. Piping it up the middle. I think that's the line you're... Oh, was a beautiful line. But a late branch kick still stayed in play, at least not OB. Mr. Brinster, the disc golf minister. Ooh, huge kick. I think that might be, yes, out of bounds. Son of a gun. Here comes the Wildcat. He'll show you the line. You know he has it. Oh, just missed that tree by about 4 pubic hairs and put it in play. Great drive. Here we go. Jason with the second shot. Still a long, long ways to go. That looked like it should be okay. We'll see when we get down there. Steve throwing from the layup area. Good shot. Good navigating it down there. Jason is still out on his Boy Scout hike, navigating the trees, learning ways to light fires. I did not. There it is. I was going to say I did not see that fall, but that's because it's about 400 feet back. But I see it there. We're okay. He's going to be okay. Wildcat, the standstill, Anheuser. Nice shot. Not bad. Not bad. He's in play. Mr. Frederick. He'll show you how it's done. Now there's your shot. Beautiful. Beautiful shot. How about that one? Kevin Gleason. Known to his friends also as Jackie. Jackie Gleason and the Honeymooners. One of these days, Alice, right to the moon. You know how that goes. Great shot by Kevin. Freeze-dried with the forehand flick. Oh, catches the overhanging tree. That tree is treacherous. Gets in the way of absolutely everything. Going to have a difficult putt. Here goes the Wildcat. Going to try to go over that tree and lay it down. Beautiful shot. What a touch. 8 feet. Great shot. Jason, this is for bogey. With the tree there. Nice run, but just didn't catch it. Steve Brinster for the par. Oh, just caught some cage. A little bit higher, excuse me. Fredericks of Hollywood. Another nice run, top of the cage. This is just a treacherous hole. The fairway, the trees, the basket, all the way around. Very treacherous hole. Chris is going to go up here and it's just a formality. Jason. Blam. Lining it up. Take his time. Smart man. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. Kevin seems to be finding his comfortable position. Nails the putt. Great putt. And Chris will come down here and clean this up for us as we move on to the 18th hole. These guys navigate these hillsides. Like a little deer. 18th hole, 240 feet of treachery, also called the Smith House. Very tight, very narrow. Keep it in the middle or put on your hiking shoes. There's the line you want. That's it. Beautiful. Nice rip. There goes Devin. Devin will pump it down there. Oh, Devin might be a little tight. Oh, nice. He just skidded by there by the skin of his teeth and laid it up beautiful. Parked. There goes Chris. Let's see if he can follow that line. A little bit of an Anheuser edge coming down. Beautiful. Great shot. 8 feet for birdie. Steve with the standstill. He showed he can lace these. Looks like it might be fading out a little early. It sure was. Caught some early tree. He should be okay for par. That might be a little bit of tree trouble. We'll see. And Jason, he's ready to turn the tables around here. Maybe he can have an ace run. Boom! How about that? Tap in birdie. Parked as parked can be. Great shot. Great shot from there as well. Tree trouble. Coming downhill. That was a great shot. Kevin Gleason. Boom! He'll nail it home for the birdie. How about that? How about that shot? That seemed effortless. Walked up, picked it up. I'm going to take this and move on. Devin Frederick, same way. Great birdie. These guys really know how to play this course. There's Chris. There's Steve. And who the heck is that? That's Big Jason. Right there. Jason Freeze-Dried Kofer. Also known to some friends as Jason Starbucks Kofer. But we'll move on. The 19th hole, 289 feet. Par 3, 5 high from out of the pit. Here we go. Kevin Gleason on the box. Beautiful uphill Anheuser shot. Plays a lot longer than it lists on the card. I think he's going to be okay. We'll check that out in just a minute here. Devin, we'll try to follow that line. Pump it up the hill. Good shot. Good shot. Not bad. Not bad. With all the potential trouble you can get into, that's not bad at all. Here's Chris. Chris will show the line. That's a lace right there. Great shot. Beautiful shot. 20 feet or so for birdie. How about the freeze-dried man? Looks like he wants the line, but I think he caught a little bit of tree. That has been the story of Jason's day, is I throw disc, I hit tree. Here's Steve. See if he can find the line getting up there. Looks sweet. Looks sweet until we hit the tree as well. How many times, good drinking game, every time I say hit the tree, you take a shot of whiskey. By the time we're finished, Jack Daniel's stock will be through the roof. Second shot right here. Boom, parked. Beautiful. What a great shot. Great upshot. Here goes Freeze-Dried for the birdie. He'll give it a run. He'll give it a run. Boom. Beautiful shot. I thought he might have had it there. Parked, tapping birdie. Steve. Anheuser. That might still be a little difficult. Elevated basket, a little bit lower there. He should be okay, though. Devin Frederick. Oh, my goodness, how about that robbery? You have got to be kidding me. Chris. No, that's a tough angle there. It's a tough angle. These guys are going to tap in. But that was a tough angle. Steve marking his disc on the deer antlers there, it looks like. You've got a tilted basket on a wedge of wood in between pillars of wood. I don't know what the heck we got here, but it's a hell of a hole. I like this hole a lot. I would love to get out there and play this hole right now if I could, as a matter of fact. Everybody tapping in. Jason got his disc in there, and that's key. You want to have it in the basket. Moving on to the 20th hole, 320 feet, par 3, also called Across the Street. I think you can probably figure out why. This is the one. This is the one you got to have. You got to put this close and close out your day with some positive vibes. Kevin, with the thrower out of bounds and not even close. He's going to still have 300 feet or so to the pin. Devin Frederick. This needs to hang on a little bit as well. It's fading out. Ooh, no, he is OB as well. Son of a gun. You can see that flag. The wind is blowing from right to left. Chris Villa. He has tried to kind of overplay it, I think, because of that wind, but he's okay. He's in play, probably 80 feet for a birdie. Have a little bit of a run. Steve Brinster looking to see if he can split the difference between those last few drives. Steve is fading out, and that is not even going to be close. That is OB as well. 3 drives OB so far. With just Jason to go, let's see if Jason can put it close. He needs to park this. He's had way too many trees today that were not his fault. And again, why are trees? We all know that. So Kevin's going to go ahead and put it close, but unfortunately this is his third shot since his drive was OB. Jason, with his second shot, still quite a ways back, but he's giving it a run. Great shot. Tap in par. Chris, I think he'll probably give this a run. Nope. I screwed the pooch on that one. He just wanted to lay it up, get his par, and move on. Here's Devin with his third shot with the OB drive. Looking a long ways. Oh, son of a gun. That'll be a tap-in bogue. Steve for the par as well. And he's flown it past. That is not a tap-in. That's probably 15, 18 feet back there. Kevin with a nice putt. Kevin with a very nice putt. Now here's Steve. This is not, if you remember now, this is downwind. Elevated basket. And he has thrown that by as well. This hole has not been his friend. For a double bogey. No, sir. Oh my, Steve. A triple bogey to finish a quadruple bogey to finish your day. Don't know Steve that well, but I'm thinking that's not how he wanted to finish. Here goes the Wildcat. He got his par. 5 under. +3 for the day. The Villanova Wildcat. He got his par as well. Even par for the day. 4 under for the tournament. Not too bad. Tied for 7th. Devin is apparently getting in a little bit of his aerobic exercise. And he's got the tap in for a bogue. For a 1 over round for the day. 5 under for the tournament. And now everybody's going to go hang out, shake hands, see who's buying lunch, see who cheated on their scores, see who lies about having the longest drive of the day, and call it a day. That's it, folks. That's your back 10 holes, round 2 of the 2019 Philadelphia Golf Open out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a good time. I am Earthquake Jake Marble, and I love being your announcer. You guys have a great day.